Yo, hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And today we're just going to be talking about Rapid Deku and just a bunch of stuff about him, to be honest, because I know a lot of people are still struggling with this character. I mean, he's a little difficult to master, but he's really simple to pick up. But there's just a lot of stuff that you should probably know about this character that will actually make him not like a troll pick when you're playing him. But today we're just gonna go over like his tuning, some combos. I'm not gonna go over like every combo, okay? But like a game plan. What else? Just how to use your abilities and stuff, and maybe some stuff you just don't know, like when you play Rapid Deku normally. But all right, let's just go ahead and get into this. Okay, so for tuning, the number one costume I'd give you to use is the One for All battle version, the villain style, the purple costume. It has willpower and crit perm, which is like kind of the best combination on this character. So that'd be like the best one I would recommend. But the most fun one, like by far, is the wall runner and willpower one on the Quirk SS gear. It's the combat version, the blue one. And yeah, if you want to have like a lot of fun with this character, I recommend using the wall runner. But like if you want to win, it's just infinitely better to use crit perm and willpower, because you can just survive. You just survive way longer with crit perm instead of wall runner. And then not to mention that with your crit perm and willpower build, your willpower is going to be level 11, which is just significantly better than having it level 10 willpower on wall runner and willpower. Because 90 seconds compared to 60-second delay is like a big difference when like you're late game, and then you proc willpower, and then you are just running like a headless chicken. Sorry, there's something in my throat. But yeah, you're just fucking running like a headless chicken, and 30 seconds on willpower can just make a big difference. So the willpower crit perm is just like by far his best one, but not his most fun. So just keep that in mind. Okay, about Blue Deku levels, I personally like to do Gamma 4, since Gamma likes to run out like very quick at level 1. Like I would prefer to just have it level 4 like instantly, and then after you at least get level 4 Gamma, just max out Alpha. I can't lie, Alpha is like by far his best ability, so just max out Alpha, and then after that you can do Beta. I would do Gamma, just max out Beta last. Alright, now let's talk about the elephant in the room, which I know a lot of you Deku players are here for, is this Deku loop and his melees. So, let me just tell y'all one thing. It can be done like on the ground normally. You don't need an air melee to, start it off. But it's definitely easier if you do it with an air melee, like on HP, because it'll send them a little bit higher up, and then you can actually manage to melee. And if you don't obviously know how to do the combo, right? So after the first flurry of attacks, you're going to need to dodge after the second hit. And that's really it. You just repeat that. You do the flurry, you do the 1-2, and then you roll. And that is literally like the simplest way I can put how you do this infinite loop. Just make sure you're not dodging too late, or like the combo will drop. And Deku has the ability to obviously roll mid combo, so you can roll off ledges too and hit them with a insta air melee for a little bit more damage in combos. It's mainly for the sauce though, I'm not gonna lie. If you want like damage, you can just like loop them normally, but this will also like give you a bunch of true combos. So rolling off ledges is something to always look out for. Like if you can find a ledge to roll off of, always just roll in that direction and abuse it, because all the combos are true. And I know a lot of you are wondering how like people are able to incorporate alphas or just make these really long combos with Blue Deku, and that'll be another video. That'll be a whole dedicated video just for Blue Deku like combos and stuff, because it's a whole topic about this. It's really just inconsistent and in depth with how this character is. Alright, so another tip for Rapid Deku is to just abuse the flash step of a melee he has. Like, as you see, I jump, I air melee, and I literally just TP to them. I teleport to them. It's crazy. Look at the distance on this move, bro. You just really, really, really gotta abuse this move. It's, I think, probably like top 3 things in his kit. It's just like ridiculous how you can just surprise people with this move. It's really good. Abuse this. And also on the topic of air melee, if you hit someone while very high in the sky, like there's nothing that they can possibly do to get out of the recovery animation. They are going to fall forever, and until they hit the ground, they are just helpless. So if you hit them in the sky, like shoot them, melee them, do something, because they can't do anything. They're just helpless, you know. Alright, now for Rapid Deku's Alpha, this is the move that you want to play around the most. It's just by far, by a long shot, this guy's best move. This move has a crazy hitbox. On the grounded version, it has armor. Armor as soon as you press the move. It does a fat, chunky amount of damage. It has a good, great, crazy hitbox. This is the move that you guys always want to be abusing on this character. It's also really versatile in the fact that you can play around air alphas and grounded alphas. You know, the air alphas don't knock down. It takes 3 hits with air alpha to knock down, so you can play around this a lot more and get a lot quicker kills with air alphas if you're hitting those consistently. But if you need to, you can always just play around grounded alpha and keep bullying people with wake up. And we all know that the air alpha does less damage than the grounded alpha, but it doesn't knock down, of course. So if you shoot 3 air alphas, right, it'll knock down. So it would just be better for damage if you do 2 air alphas and then a grounded alpha, so that you'll get the max amount of damage against someone. And on the topic about his air alphas, they are definitely smaller than the grounded alphas, so you're going to need to kind of lead them more than a grounded alpha, because a grounded alpha, like, the hitbox is crazy, but the air alpha, you're going to need to kind of lead your shots to where they're going, at least like max range. Mid range, you can kind of aim where they are, but like max range, you're going to need to aim like where they're going. Like if they're falling, you need to aim down. If they're going left, you need to aim more left, you know? You just need to lead your shot just a bit. And for his grounded alphas, you should definitely try to abuse the startup animation for it, because it's really, it's quick, but it gives you time to aim as soon as you press it. So it's not instant. You press it and then you have time to aim and adjust where you actually want your shot to go. So that's one thing you need to abuse with that. And then of course we need to talk about the armor on this guy's grounded alpha. This alone just makes it to where you can tank any attack that usually would just like knock you down, like a red Kiri Gamma or something, or a red Kiri Beta, you know, you usually just like knock you down. But with Alpha, you can just eat it. It doesn't matter. You can literally like react to most attacks and just press Alpha and armor through it. It just makes fighting like any close range character like so easy. And then even any character, like really, you can just armor through a lot. And sometimes the armor reduces damage too, so it's just like a really busted thing to abuse with them. And please, please, please use the grounded alpha to just like annoy like flyers, like Ochako, Nagant, Rapid Bakugo, like Froppy, like anyone. Like anyone that's flying, you need to grief them with grounded alpha. It's just the best tool to deal with them and make their lives miserable. It also helps out your team. They're not gonna get blasted by like, you know, support Nejire or Nagant. And the final thing I'll say about the alpha is to just hit this thing around corners, because the hitbox is massive. Like you can always just shoot this thing around a corner if someone's healing and completely catch them off guard because of how ridiculous this hitbox is. Alright, now for Rapid Deku Beta, I won't talk about this for too long. But it's a pretty good move. You can use this move for movement, which is like, for me, the most thing I use this for is movement. You can use this for a little bit of damage, but I would just prefer to play around alphas. But I mean, it's up to you how you want to play Rapid Deku. You can use this beta however you like. But yeah, it's a great source of movement. It can be used like in combination with Gamma to just get a lot of distance. And I will come and quickly show you guys the difference between tapping and holding the beta. So first I'm going to tap the beta and you'll see how little distance I go, right? Okay, so we come back and then now I hold. And look how much farther I just went. So definitely hold this if you can. Alright, so we know about this hold version of the beta now for Rapid Deku, right? So of course there are two different versions of this. There is the non-overdrive version, and then there's obviously the overdrive version. So if I hold beta right now with no overdrive, I'm just gonna go flying willy-dilly as much as I want. And this is something to low-key remember. Like if you don't have overdrive, you can just hold this down and go like max distance without any worry. But if I have overdrive, right? Let me get overdrive. If I have overdrive and then I hold it now, right? Clearly I go into this guy. And most times you don't want to do this, like ever. I can't lie. You don't want to just ever go straight into this. Because one, you could just use your beta and then go into it. Because this is like way more effective than just wasting a whole charge for this. You could hit him with one beta and then go flying over here or something like this. And then I hit Deku. Like this is way more effective. But anyway, back to the hold, right? If I hold it a little bit, I still go farther, right? I tap it, I go not far at all, right? If I hold it a little bit, not fully, with Rapid Deku Beta, you go a little more. Oh, if you hold it too far like that, you'll end up just going like into this guy. So this is something to remember with him. And of course, we know about the beta charge into the slam, right? And just showing you guys some examples of how this can be used. Usually when I'm in a building like UA, like this building specifically, like I always just slam up here using, like I get out with the actual beta and then I just slam up top all the time. Like this is just something to keep in mind that you can do. And a cool little combo you can do with the slam version of the beta is if you whiff like any of the first hits, you can melee to them, right? And then from there you can combo them as much as you like. But I usually just start in alpha, but I mean you can sauce stuff as much as you want from there. And lastly, we're going to be talking about the gamma. So this, for one, prioritize getting overdrive if you can, because you're just straight up a better character in gamma. Other than that, the hold version, the dirty, nasty version. Yeah, you won't see any clips of me ever using this. I just don't like the move, but it can be useful against flyers and just people that are like really annoying in the sky to deal with, and if you just don't feel like aiming with alpha. But I mean, I love the satisfaction of alpha, so I'm sorry. But the move does lose like pretty easily to people moving like really fast for some reason. Like I don't know, when I'm playing Ida or like literally any other rapid, I tend to get hit by this Rapid Deku Gamma, like the charge version, and I just like don't get hit while I'm in the sky. So I don't know. I'm kind of against using it. Don't really rely too much on this move. Just rely more on alphas, I say. Now your dash version of your gamma is going to be the one you want to abuse and really just like incorporate with your alphas, because it's really clean and smooth how quick you can just gamma while you're literally throwing out alphas. Like, it's really good, and you can just make your opponents dizzy. You shoot an alpha, you dash. You shoot an alpha, you dash. Like, it's really, really good. Okay, last thing, since this video is already kind of lengthy, the special action. Please just activate this thing when you know you're about to start fighting, because it just makes you like pretty much unhittable most cases. But you can use the smoke. You know, if you're in trouble, it does help sometimes. But I would prefer to just use my Fajin and get out the situation instead of, you know, someone potentially just shooting a random cloud of smoke. But yeah, use Fajin. And that is it for my Season 15 Rapid Deku guide. Maybe he'll get changed. Maybe I'll have to make another one soon. We'll see. But thank you guys for sticking around to the end if you did. I hope you did learn something. And I hope to see a whole bunch of Rapid Deku demons around in ranked soon. Consider subscribing. I have more videos coming like this soon. So yeah, and just take care everyone. Thank y'all for watching.